What's up, everybody? So, getting into this episode of B&B, Bold and Beautiful. Listen, if I was Katie, I like the little brunch that they were having at Brooks' place or whatever. I like that. But my thing is, Katie shouldn't feel bad. She shouldn't be talking about, oh, I feel like a bad sister because I was off at international instead of being here when things were going bad for Brooke. Katie, don't feel bad. Because she ain't feel bad when she was slobbing your man down and having sex with your ex-husband. She ain't feel bad about it, so why should you? You were out living your best life, handling business, being in Paris. You should not feel bad for shit. I'm just saying. Um, so of course, talk turns to Bill. Bill is still trying to get her back. And she loved Bill because she told Hope and Donna, it's not a question of love. Like, she does love Bill. It's a question of trust and not getting her heart broken again because she feels like he still want Brooke. So she was asking Hope all these questions like, oh, has Bill been around here, often to see Brooke and stuff? And she was like, no. My thing is, Hope was pretty much trying to tell, Katie to shoot her shot. Basically, go for it, give Bill another chance, and whoop de whoop. My thing is, no, absolutely not. I would not do it. If I listen, don't get me wrong, I like Katie and Bill as a couple, I do, but I could never go back to that. If my spouse cheated on me with my sibling, I could never go back to that. I held to the no. No, that's a deal breaker. That's a never going back type of situation. Like, she done gave Bill chances before. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, no. After that, you done slept with my sibling. How could I ever look at you the same like that? How could I ever like be in a relationship with you again? You know what I'm saying? Especially when Katie has these feelings that he could always go back to Brooke, or he still got something for her, because he definitely probably do. You can't turn your feelings off, and I'm pretty sure he still feel her. They sitting there trying to reassure her, well, even if he did want her, that's not a good segue. Even if he did want her back, like, no. Talking about, oh, but her heart belongs to Rich. Yeah, but why would you want to come second best to somebody? No, especially your own sibling. That's a double hell no. Um, I feel like Hope is just giving bad advice. Oh, go for it. How about no? How about go for somebody else? It's LA. Like, come on. There's a lot of single, well to do men in LA that Katie can get with. Why does she have to be just with Bill? No, absolutely not. Donna was sitting there dodging them questions. When Katie was asking her about her little love life, she was dodging. She said, oh, let's get back to you and Bill. Yeah, of course, because you don't want to tell them about your scandal. You over here playing pickleball with the old man. She don't want to talk about that. She around here messing around with his little saggy pickleball. You don't want to talk about that one, now, do you, Donna? I don't blame you. At this point, I'm ready for those marriages to end. You know what I'm saying? Like, Quinn is trying to be loyal and faithful to Eric because she don't want to hurt him again, but it's clear that her heart is not with him anymore. It hasn't been with him for quite some time. You know what I'm saying? She wants to be with Carter. He Eric wants to be with Donna. So I feel like they just need to open up to each other and be honest. That way y'all can end this marriage amicably. There's no person at fault. It's just your heart is not in this marriage anymore. You know what I'm saying? Because Quinn is starting to get suspicious. She was like, Eric has been at that damn club quite often lately playing little pickleball. And Ridge was trying to tell Quinn, he was like, why don't you learn how to play pickleball? And that way y'all can spend more time together. I'm like, yeah, but I think Quinn at this point is tired of his old saggy pickleball, and she wants something young, fresh, and new that will hold up for a few hours. You can go for a marathon. She don't want to play pickleball with that old pickle again. So I don't blame her. It's time to move on here. I could not stand the fact that Riz tried to throw her affair with Carter back in her face again. And I'm glad she called him out on that, because who the hell is Ridge to throw anybody's affair in anybody's face? Like, dude, you are not squeaky clean. You done had your fair share of moments over the years where you done dipped your pickleball in somebody else. So you are the last person that should be talking. And I'm glad he fixed that. He called out to her and basically gave his little Ridge apology, I guess, as close as an apology, I guess, as you're gonna get from him. But yeah, I'm ready for Quinn and Eric to just let this marriage go. Like it's time to let it go. You know what I mean? Like this marriage should have been done. Yeah, I had a good run. 6 years, I believe that they were married. What, they were married 6, 7 years, somewhere around there. I'm like, y'all had a good run, but it's time to call it quits. You know what I'm saying? Like he not into you no more. You're not into him anymore. Let it go. File your divorce papers, leave on amicable terms. There's no need to fight over assets or nothing like that. If I was Quinn, I would still give me a little bit of coin because you did have to sleep with that man every night for these past few years. So get you some type of, payment. I'm just saying, like, you you had to sleep with that. A 70 something year old, damn near 80-year-old man. I'm like, okay. You had to play with his little pickleball. Oh God, yeah, it's Friday. I'm about to turn up a little bit today. But anyway, moving on from that. Um Carter just seems like he's very wishy-washy. And that little conversation he had with Paris talking about, oh, me and you need to be together. He talking about this is how it has to be. See, I didn't like that. I didn't like that when he said this is how it has to be because I just feel like he's with Paris for, just for himself to get over Quinn. You know what I mean? Like he's not really into her like that. Like I think he cares about Paris, but Quinn is the one that he wants to be with. Because even Quinn was sitting there thinking about him while she was looking at her portrait, and he'd be thinking about her. And every time he sees a picture of her and Eric together, he just looks so deflated, so defeated. Like he wants to be with her, but he knows that he can't have her, so he's settling for Paris. And Paris is a good looking woman. You know what I'm saying? She can have any dude she wants. She's a gorgeous girl. You know what I mean? Why settle for somebody who's not fully gonna have his heart into you? Like you're not, he's not fully committed to you. Be with somebody that is. But it's so funny because Paris talking about, oh, I will assure my mom and Zende that, I moved on and this is what I want. You ain't gotta assure Zende of a damn thing. You need to assure your mama. That's who you need to assure. Zende not worried about you. And that's what I love about Zende. As much as he's disappointed that things didn't go far between him and Paris, he not tripping about it. He moved on. He wished her well. If Carter is who she wants to be with, that's who you need to go be with then. I love his approach to it. It's a grown ass man approach. He's not whining after her. He's not running after her, crying and begging for her to be with him. Nope, he moved on. As he should. Grace is the problem. Like, don't get me wrong. Let me tell you something. I totally understand Grace's concerns for Paris hooking up with Carter. I totally understand her concerns. She has valid concerns. She has a right to be concerned. But the problem is she needs to start seeing her daughter not as her child, but as a grown woman now. You know what I mean? Like I'm getting so frustrated with Grace stalking the halls of Forrester Creations every day. Like this has become her job now. Ain't she a doctor? Like, don't you have lives to save? Like. But yet you're running around stalking the hallways of Forrester, busting into people's office like you run the place. Ridge. Like, how you gonna file a complaint on behalf of your daughter? And I don't even know why Ridge even entertained that conversation. Talking about, oh, he's harassing her, he's manipulating her, he's this, he's that. If she felt harassed, why isn't Paris opening up her mouth saying anything? Why are you doing it? I don't even understand why Ridge is even listening to it. Because for one, it's not coming from Paris, it's coming from her mama. It needs to come from Paris. Your mama don't even work for the damn company. And I don't even know why security even keep letting her in the building all willy-nilly like this. Like, they just let anybody up in that building. Like, come on now. She need to go save a life or something. Go get a scalpel. Go get a job. Go do some hair. Go do something. Like, walking around the hallways of Forrester Creations ain't it. A part of me feel like the mama gonna start to want Carter at this point. Like, the way she behaving. She need to go sit it down somewhere. I'm tired of her walking around grimacing in the background every time she sees the two of them together. Like, go get you a life, ma'am. Please and thank you. Um, but Ridge had to confront Carter pretty much because Ridge is sick of this. He was like, listen, why you keep getting with these women who are pretty much attached to somebody else? Because Ridge is talking about, oh, you know how Zende feel about her. Okay, but her and Zende not together though. And Zende already know what's going on. Ridge was fed up with it. He was like, what is wrong with you? He said, he said, do you have a problem? What is wrong with you? And Carter pretty much don't know what he doing. He don't like he's flip flopping. He all over the place. Like his emotions are all over the place. Like he wants Paris, so he claims he likes her. He's this, that, and the third, but clearly his heart is with Quinn, but he just can't be with Quinn because she's a married woman. I'm like, dude, you need to stop this wishy-washiness and figure out what you want to do, sir, and get with that person, please and thank you, and stay with them for longer than 2 days, because this is getting aggravated now. So anyway, that was pretty much the whole episode. Hit the comment section, let me know what you all thought, and I will see you all later. Have a great day. Peace.